Okay, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, ladies and gents. Got some things that have been going on, so I figure, hey, it's time for me to discuss some of those things. It is Friday the 9th of October. Let me tell you the logistical issues that we've been having with the seminar in California. Although everything is on schedule and everything is going the way it should be going, there are some headaches. First, Western Union, somebody has told them that we are accepting Western Union and accepting Green Dot money cards. They don't want us doing that because we told people that we're trying to keep their anonymity to a minimum. We're trying to make sure that we're not broadcasting your information everywhere and that everybody doesn't know your business. Well, Western Union has decided that it wants to block the Western Unions coming under my name. And that's okay. It's okay because we're just going to have them reissued. And we'll take care of that. It's not a big deal. We just want to let you know that we did this to protect people. But some of the individuals who were participating in the event took it as if it was a hassle. First, we don't use PayPal because of all of the restrictive ignorance that people go through with PayPal, including us. So I chose not to use PayPal. This is my show. And I have had one critical individual after another critical individual after another critical individual after another critical individual after another critical individual criticizing when they don't have a right to criticize. Nothing has happened. Well, I don't like the Green Dot thing. Why we had to do Green Dot? Because Green Dot is a whole lot easier for you to send a payment than you having to type in anything into a computer, go through a particular server, send it through Skype, get a confirmation through Skype, bring that confirmation with you. We didn't have to do all of that. Oh, well, you didn't mention that it was going to be $200 at the door. Really? So the 10/10/2012 and the 10/11/2012 videos did not mention that. Shame on me. You know what? What was I thinking? Next time I tell you what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait till exhale. Shoot. Okay, what else has gone on? Well, we're going to turn the volume down on my end because my voice is a little bit loud in my ears. And it's early in the morning and we drove from Jacksonville, Florida to California. That was a decision that we made. Not an extra expense for anyone because actually with the $300 that the four people that I was with spent on gas, and we haven't spent $300 yet. It's $210 so far. But we are figuring $210 plus another $210, which will equal $420 in gas because we're driving back to Florida. That $420 divided by 4 people is $100 each to go from Florida to California. There is no plane that we could have taken that would have gotten us to California for that price. We didn't have to go through TSA. We have had no problems on the road. We had nobody pulling us over talking about, you people, y'all not supposed to be traveling such a long distance in a rental. No, y'all just need to get back to where you belong. What you doing over here? Huh? What you doing here? Come on, let me see your ID. Alright, let me see your registration. Let me see your birth certificate. Oh, let me see your social security card. Okay, let me see your pins. Okay, let me see your change. Let me see your pennies. Let me see your nickels. Let me see. We didn't have to go through any of that. So I got some people saying, well, you're charging $150 per... We're not charging anything. Let's make sure you understand that. This is on a contribution basis. What you mean? It's on a contribution. If you don't contribute, you don't get to attend. This is not a charge. Please understand, we utilize words for a reason.
Well, what are you going to be talking about? What y'all going to be talking about?
Well, first of all, let me get rid of my frustration. See, I've had 4.5 hours of sleep in the last 3 days. And I'll get some sleep tonight, and I'll be more than ready for the event tomorrow. We have the templates for the mortgage that we're going to be providing everyone. That will be discussed on Sunday. So let's give you the itinerary again. And I would love to just pull it up and show it to you, but why? We don't need to do that. Let's just tell you what we're going to do. On Saturday, what we're going to do is the basic introduction. That's going to last for about 15 minutes. The first person will get up and speak. There'll be 4 different subjects that person will be discussing Saturday, Sunday, Saturday morning, Sunday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, Sunday morning. Okay, securitization, the Fair Debt Collections Practice Act, how you should be accessing the court, and remedies for handling mortgages. Then there's myself. There are several things we're going to be talking about. We're going to be helping you to understand why. What do you mean why? Well, we're going to help you to understand why we do what we do, such as the hour-style money orders, why they worked, and for you to have an understanding of what they were and what we're using now, for you to have an understanding of what rights you have to use certain instruments, certain items. That's what we're going to be doing. Then we're going to be talking to you about the mortgage documents. Then we're going to be talking to you about the Declaration of Executorship, how it has been revamped. Then, and at the end of each session, there will be anywhere from a 1 hour, 45 minutes to 1 hour question and answer. Everyone will be required to hold their questions until the end of the session. We will be providing documentation and information for people. Now, I'm supposed to be going to a location where I can get a bunch of flash drives, but if I can't get the flash drives, I will load all the documents the extra documents, the PDFs that we're going to be giving everybody, we're going to be putting those on disk. Okay, but because I'm putting it on a disk, there will probably be some sort of a...
Well, you spent the time doing this, and you've been very tired, and you said you were tired, and I know you're tired.
So there will probably be some sort of a contribution for the disk. Why? Because you will have information on there that, hey, go ahead and download the information yourself. Because some of this information, well, a lot of the information will not be on the PDF side of the website. Just not. Okay. What we'll also be doing is telling people about the approach for the lawsuit. We'll be showing you who we're sending documents to, why we're sending documents to them, and we'll be giving you copies, not the exact copies, but copies. There are typos in each document.
Well, why you got typos?
Because each one of you are going to have to reword these documents. You're going to have to make it your own. Then we're going to be letting people know we don't mind you taking this and making a go at it, helping other people. We'll be explaining to you exactly what we're doing in the mortgages and how we've been able to forestall 9 mortgages to date. We have one that we've just gotten information on that it wants to continue, even though they received our paperwork. And now I'll have to get their attention. And I assure you I will get their attention. Ladies and gentlemen, there are going to be some people at this event who are going to have their own agenda. They're going to want to talk about what they want to talk about. They're going to want to get the answers that they want to get. I really need to make sure everybody understands. Sorry, I'm messing with Velcro.
Wonderful invention, wasn't it?
Need to make sure everybody understands something. You don't get to dictate the event ever. We're not calling it a seminar. We're referring to it as a conference. Why? Because we've made all the arrangements. People are saying, well,
look, you're charging that much money for people.
Again, as we said, we're not charging it as a contribution.
Well, look, and it doesn't matter what you call it. You can call it whatever you want. Look, this is what's happening. When you're doing this, then fine. then how in the world are you saying that it's coming out of your pocket, that it's costing you money?
Well, first of all, let me make sure that we give you all a clear understanding. If you think that we're making a profit off of this, then you need to revamp your tape and re-understand what's going on. I have a staff of 6 people who will be assisting me. Each of these 6 must be compensated. I also have the rental of the facility. We have the travel costs. And if I were to fly in my staff, you just go ahead and do the math. That's 4 people coming from the East Coast to the West Coast, and I came from Puerto Rico. Now tell me when we stop. And then I have to pay the other speakers, and they get half. I don't get 80%. They get half. And plus we have the ink for the printer. And guess what? That's what you guessed it, ladies and gentlemen. I can't print the amount of documents for 100 people, because guess what that will do? That will have me going out and buying more ink cartridges. So I have to print the very first document and then take it to Kinko's and Office Max, which is going to cost me pretty close to $200 for the copies. That's okay. I promise you, you have no idea. I guarantee you that's okay. Now, after we make the copies and after everybody get a set of copies and everybody get what they're supposed to get, ladies and gentlemen, I have to pay for hotels and hotel stays for my team. Now, after I pay for the hotel stay for my team, we also paid for the rental car, which we would have had to have done anyway. And what were we doing? We were trying to keep the cost down for you. So, for some of you who don't know who I am, let me explain who I am. I'm the guy who does videos in such a way that many of you who can't stand it, many of you who don't get it, will never ever have come here to begin with. Okay? And that's why they're designed that way. Because your attitudes are unappreciated. Because you don't appreciate the amount of effort and time. You don't appreciate the fact that I have not been up these many hours because I felt like it. I've been up these many hours because I've been stressing about the information we're going to provide you, and whether or not we're going to provide it in a clear and understandable way, whether or not we're going to empower you to speak for yourself, to understand for yourself. This has been very stressful. And the only thing I've been trying to do is provide information, trying to help. And some of you want to criticize. I had some people saying that I never told them, that somebody handed out a flyer, and that flyer, look people, I've never given you a flyer before, have I? Have I ever worked with a flyer? Somebody volunteered to do a flyer and I told them fine. And they were going to distribute that to their people, not to mine. My people are not complaining. And I love you all, my people. Those of you who have been with me and who've struggled with me and who, are in support of me, you're my people. Those of you who watch the videos, those of you who do it on a regular, those of you who give me the fine comments and talk about how much you appreciate it, you are my people. My people have not complained. Not one single person who are part of my group have complained. It's the individuals who are not part of my group who are complaining because they're so used to going to these events where they pay $2,000 a day or $4,000 for the event, and then they have to bring this and they have to bring that and they have to bring that. Look, you all need to get this and you need to understand it. My people will not complain. Why? Because they know they're going to get exactly what I've promised. They know that they're going to be satisfied when everything is said and done. Why? Because they're my people. And I do care for my people. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now full. We are booked. We have left a few remaining seats. because we have told certain people that they could pay at the door, and so we have compensated for those individuals. We want to thank you in advance for making this a success. We're sorry that we can't provide all the information on the internet, but we have to be careful about the information that we disseminate. We have to protect the interests of the people who are visiting, the people who are coming to our conference. We have to protect you. That's our main focus. That's what we've been trying to do. So we're sorry if many of you didn't get that. We're sorry if you didn't understand what was going on. But we're getting ready to go into a police state. And you don't understand that. You don't understand how difficult things are about to get. But we do. And that's why our main focus was protecting. Protecting. Alright, I do want to thank all of you. This is the redressright.org, the Redress Right Organization, the YouTube /user/redress right, and Google at redress UCC at google.com. Thank you and have a very good day.